2023, good luck. Oh, we have actually played before. If you've played anybody before, when you hover over, you'll see the score. If you click on that, it'll bring the game up that you've played. Knight f6, we've got d4, c4, g3. I think I'll just play a d4 game here. His opponent, 8,000 games at Rapid. That's drastically more than us, 1,400. What to do? Let's just bring out bishop. We might do a London structure for this one. It's very flexible opening. Okay, it goes very attacking. Okay, I'll just support the pawn, get ready to release my bishop. So we can play a bishop up. If you check, we can block. We can go ultra cautious. I think I'm just going to develop though. I'm just going to develop and prepare castling. Why not? Okay, he's played queen up. I think knight up is the right move here. I'm trying to remember. Takes, yeah, I think knight up's the move. And if takes, I think knight forward is strong. Very sharp line. We are threatening to come across, but you've actually got to check. So we're not threatening to immediately win the pawn. Otherwise, you'd be creating a double attack. If we can get castled, though, threat there. If takes, we can obviously take back. But if takes here, knight up is the threat. He's taken that way. Now I can try and plant a pawn back in the center to challenge this, or I can go with the knight, but we walk into this, don't we? So I think we have to go with the pawn there. Same thing, if takes here, we're looking at knight forward. So he's now dealt with that. So do we go for a sacrifice and gambit? I've got rook across. Castle here, knight across. Queen moves somewhere, knight forward. He's dealt with the knight proper jumping forward though. I think we probably got to play rook across, right? This is where I'm going to start forgetting my theory now. In a line like this. It's not an opening I play that often, so I'll start forgetting now. So we just need to try and get castled. Even if we lose a pawn, we might lose a pawn, that's fair enough. But we're just going to castle. Now we can hopefully be a little bit more attacking. He's got a very simple move to guard this pawn. That's exactly what he's done. I like the look of knight forward, except it loses this pawn, so that's no good. We have got knight here to hit the queen and jump in and hit the pawn. Takes, takes, mixes it up. What else do we do? I can throw a slow move in. I want to deal with that knight. I don't quite see how. I could go here. Then I guess he just takes, takes, but queen takes isn't a move, so we can go here. Does he have this? Maybe, yeah. I'm going to try and maybe gambit a pawn just to go for some play here before he's castled. Trade a knight and a pawn for a bishop. It's a real big risk. So he's just gone back, so I'll come in over, hit the pawn. So we're likely to lose this pawn, but we're gambiting, we're conceding the center. He's let me jump in over though, or we can go here and hit the knight and the bishop. That looks nice. Can he just go here? We take, he takes. That's probably okay for our opponent. Maybe I can pin his knight. Here, down. Yeah, that's annoying, isn't it? It concedes all the center though. I've got this, but I've got this annoying pin. But actually, maybe he's fine. I think I'm better off just coming in over here. I don't know. I really want to go here. But you can imagine takes, activate the rook, and he's probably fine. Let's just go the slightly more cautious route and play knight forward. Okay. I'm going to take there. Does he go with the rook? He could do. We guess we play b4 if he goes with the rook, and he has. So let's throw b4, and we still got bishop here. Create that annoying pin before he plays h6. If he does h6, we might just do h3. Guess we've got bishop here as well. Well, he's played knight forward, so he's dealt with that issue. So I guess bishop here, but he's got this. That's a problem. That's a little bit of a problem. Maybe he's pushed me into a nice rook lift though then. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with doing a rook lift here? I'm preparing to come across somewhere. Right now the squares are kind of covered, but preparation move, it allows bishop up to hit the knight and the bishop down. I guess we can just support. c4 at some point in time. He's gone there. So we'll support here and we'll just find a square somewhere over there. But not back here allowing this. So what would he do? Maybe go here. Wouldn't surprise me if he pushes here. He could. Bishop in just gives him a nice development move. Oh, he's launched the pawn forward. I didn't see that move. I wasn't looking at that. Okay. I've got bishop here or bishop here, right? Would he play this, allowing this? Because here, if he comes down, we've got to move like rook across. I can go here though, or I can pin this way. It's just where's best. My gut feeling is to go here, to leave the rook squares. I'm going to go here, and now knight in doesn't hit the queen and the bishop if he chooses to play it. Okay, he's gone back, so he's allowing this and this, and it gives us opposite coloured bishops, doesn't it? Could be good though. Bishop in, and we immediately attack this pawn. I don't see how he defends it actually. So here, bishop in. Oh, he's got this queen move, and he attacks our bishop, and he creates a threat. He creates a checkmate threat. That's slightly problematic. So here, rook across could be a move though. I'm going to take them. I've got a feeling it's just a take there. Maybe even just develop the rook attacking the bishop. What's wrong with that? Let's just come and develop our rook, attack the bishop. See how bold he is. If I go here, I double attack the pawn, but there's queen down right now, creating a checkmate threat. But now we're attacking the bishop. It takes this move away, at least for one move. He can obviously drop back if he wants to stay on this diagonal. He can drop back this way. But bishop in is a nuisance move, isn't it? Because it double attacks the pawn. So how does he deal with it? He could come here, but my rook's protected. Then we could maybe throw in a move like f3. Little bit risky, Queen up to protect. Yeah, he's gone back that way, but now can I play here? Or is it the same thing? He goes here, but my bishop would be protected. I could come across with the rook. He'd have to go here, I guess. Then I could just take the pawn, but then we get pinned. It doesn't quite work. Or maybe I go here and attack the rook then, and then I just collect the pawn that way. Here, attack the rook. Say he moves, we can take. Queen down, we can protect, right? I'm going to go in and hit the rook and hit this pawn. A minute and a half down on the clock again. Very common in my games. I tend to be a bit slow at the start of the game and try and play a bit quicker later on. Against the stronger players, that can be problematic, of course. So any reason not to take here? Queen down, I just play a rook across. And it looks strong. So I'm going to take... And I'm looking to play rook across to pressure the pawn and create a checkmate threat. I've also got bishop here and my queen's protected. c3 would be nice, but I don't want to restrict my rook. I want my rook here if I can possibly do it. Or even here to double up. If we can. Oh, excuse me. I am a tad bit under the weather today, but don't feel too bad. Let's just take back there. Actually, maybe rook across immediately was a move there, because he doesn't have queen here. He's got pawn there, though, hasn't he? He has got pawn there. Yeah, maybe I should have just played rook across immediately, and then it took out that queen move. But queen down here creates a mate threat, but we counter it. We kick the queen and we create a counter threat, and he's just pushing our rook to where we want it to go there. So let's create this checkmate threat. He's got a simple move. Do we play a move like c4 and kick the bishop back? What's wrong with c4? I've got queen here to create another checkmate threat. If he goes here, then c4 back, and his bishop's trapped. So is that an actual serious threat? So here, he can only guard it with a queen without giving up material. I guess he can push a pawn, but it weakens f6. So queen here looks nice. We're threatening to go here, back here. Let's just play it. I'm too far down on the clock, a minute and a half still. Create another mate threat, but if he goes here, the bishop might get trapped here, here, and here. And that's what he's done. He's moved quickly. So here, can he go here? I think we just still move, right? Let's play c4. If he goes here, we go here and trap the bishop. Well, there is a potential counter punch. That's what he's played for. So we can go here. We can still go here. If he takes, we've got bishop here. Here. If he takes, he's covered this. So here. Or do I go here, actually? I think I go here. I think I go here. So we still protect the pawn. We still attack the bishop. And if he goes back, we go here. The bishop guards this pawn. So he's up a minute and a half on the clock. He needs to really slow down and use his time wisely. That's what your time's for. If you get up on the clock in the game early, slow down and use it. Slow down and use your time. It's what it's for. So he's come forward. But now surely bishop here. What does he do? He goes here. There's got to be something here for me. There's got to be something. I can play queen here, but he's still protected. Takes I don't like. Yeah, I actually missed that move, but queen here or bishop here? Bishop there. Do I go for it? h4, h5. Let's just go for it. It gives my king an emergency square. This looks solid for the time being, at least. He's got not much in the way of counterplay against our king for now. He might have in a few moves' time, but we're going to try and just chuck a pawn at the board. Just see what happens. And hopefully try and close the timing on the clock. But yeah, if I go here, it does release the rook, doesn't it? So, I mean, he could do that anyway. He could give up an exchange anyway. And then this could be a nuisance now. f3 could be a good move, but it's a little bit uncomfortable. It restricts my rook. Okay, let's just push the pawn then. I don't quite see what that did, but he's going to get forward somewhere, presumably, like maybe here. But we're threatening to push on, right? And if he has to push forward, there must be something. There must be something here. Take. Hold on, can I go here and look to double up this way? What's wrong with that? I like the look of this, actually. I'm going to go here, and I'm going to try and double the rooks up this way. It looks a bit risky, but why not? Why not try and double the rooks up and just pile the pressure on this pawn? Okay, he's pushed forward now, but I can just take, right? Here, check. Here, check. I just come across. It's got to be good. I don't have a block here, so I have to go here. But takes, I can block here. My queen guards this pawn. Just hope I'm not missing something. If I am, that's just chess though, of course. He can check and collect. But it creates some more pressure on the pawn. But it takes away pressure off this pawn, oddly enough. So, could be good for our pawn, it could be. Say the queen comes back, I'm not sure. Not quite sure. At some point, we might be threatening to whip the bishop. Takes, and get forward. I don't quite see it right now, but you never know. But what are we now? We're 2 pawns up at least temporarily. He's played rook up to guard, so he didn't go for this idea. So, can we just take? Or can we go back here now and hit the rook then? Restrict the queen. I like the look at that, actually. Just hit that rook. Okay, he's checked, so we step up. We didn't have a move back, so that was an auto pilot move. I could get into trouble. If you imagine if the queen and the rook get down here, we could be in difficulty. So here, he's covered that now. So what? My idea was to do this and this. I'm going to risk it, I think. Let's see what he does. If he goes here, maybe we can push on a comeback. I'm just looking at sacrifices, but I don't think any of them work. But we're threatening to double the rooks up and hit the pawn. Well, he's gone with the queen, so can't we just go here now? Threaten to simply take. 2 rooks for a queen, but a pawn as well. But again, it could be good for black, it could be. If he pushes, that might be the best move. He might have the simple push, but then can we go here? Or just takes. That might be it, just simply push your pawn. That's what he's done. Takes, it allows him to check then. I need a plan. I'm going to take because I don't see anything better. But can I play a rook across here now and target this? Bishop here. Oh, that's a potential. Bishop here to hit the rook, and if he moves, then go here. What does he do there? If he goes here, we can block. We're attacking the rook, but we're about to play a rook here and create a mate threat. As long as I don't blunder some triangulation. We're attacking the rook here. And I'm threatening rook across to create a mate threat. Or maybe queen here to come in this way. Obviously queen here now, we'd lose the bishop. He could take anywhere, but we still hit the rook. So if he checks, we can still block. He has. Wait, what? Oh, we just take that. Oh, he's got this. If I go here... So if I go here now, rook takes, pawn takes. No, I think it's still a move. That's covered just. So we're threatening to take the queen here. But there's no way to easily get in to create this threat now. He's done tremendously seeing that. If I come back here, he takes here and a check doesn't do much. If I come back here and he takes, maybe I check here, I don't know. Maybe I've got to bail out and get the queen off. So check, he takes. Let's come back, guard the rook, guard the bishop. Bishop back is a threat, I hope. Oh, he's taken, I've blundered it. Oh, has he blundered it? Has he blundered the queen? Hopefully he's missed that. Hopefully he didn't see it. It's still 2 rooks against, rook and bishop against a queen. Check, that should be good enough. That should be the game. All he can do is move really quick. He couldn't do it. Wow. Interesting game for me, isn't it? A little bit sharper than my average game. Let's see what it was in engine speak. Wow. Could have gone either way, that one. Let's just pause so we don't accidentally start another game. We have 44 moves. They're the move times for both players there, so let's just analyse it. A London system in the Queen's Pawn game, as you can see there. If you click that, it'll bring up some puzzles to do. Just click my little fan off there. One of those really sharp games, or could easily be blundered on any move. Oh wow, we're +9 better there. So it was difficult to find a defence, but he nearly did. If I'd have just took the rook there at the end, not spotted that, we were in trouble. But all this endgame were much better. Oh, that's good. So right from move 20 odd, we're better. Around about move 20, we've blundered something out the opening though. It looks like the pawn's blundered something. Move 6 and we blundered it straight back. So we've missed something, both of us have missed something out the opening, but we're level or better, 88 and 83 on the accuracy. Let's take a quick flick through them, but there's been a couple of blunders here. We've missed something. So here, he's blundered there, the immediate knight to b5. Just creating this threat. So knight to b5, then after e5, what do? We take... See, I don't play this opening very often, but this is, again, it's one of them slightly sharper lines in it. It's compromising your king's defences. Not quite my style of play. Yeah, I'm not going to see moves like this unless I know the actual specific theory. I'm not going to see this in an opening. Yeah, so, okay, it's a blunder, it's a blunder. That's quite advanced theory, so that's fair enough. We have got another blunder in the game, right? So we'll find out where that is. But I should have gone to d4 there to hit the knight and the bishop. I considered that one, but I thought e5 was okay, but it was better to go to d4. But these are all basically okay. Yeah, engine liked f3, but it restricts my rook coming across. But the engine liked f3. f3, knight back to f6, and then c3 instead of a3. So the plan would be ultimately to drop the rook back then. So this is where more blunders are. So bishop takes a knight was a blunder. I should have played queen up. It's gone from +2 back to level. So we're still level, but we've blundered there. We should have played queen e2 that allowed the knight in, and then just give up the rook. And grab the pawn. Again, I didn't see this. So we grab the pawn, and you just calmly give up the rook back and just move the queen. Yeah, that's an engine, isn't it? Why would the engine not move the rook there? Oh, actually, you can't. I just didn't see it. The bishops cover everything. I just didn't see that line. The bishops between them cover all the squares, so the rook's trapped. Okay, fair enough. I didn't see that. So that's why I've got my second blunder. But there, bishop c6 was a blunder there. So now bishop d6 was good. Taking the pawn was good. And here, that was another blunder. And we're now plus 4.4 better. And we played the endgame. Actually, not too bad. We've seen the idea to try and trap the bishop. It was good. These are all good moves. So I should have played b5 here instead of doubling the rooks up, because I was trying to do this. That's what I was aiming for. Okay. So now e5 was good. Takes was good. Yeah, he had that queen check to go here. I'd seen that. So bishop to d6 was good. King h2 was basically the only move there. Now rook to g5. I should have dropped the bishop back here. Should have dropped the bishop back and not worry about the queen coming in. Okay. Rook takes e5 would have been the move if I dropped back, or the best engine move anywhere. So rook across, double up. Yeah, I should have dropped the bishop back here. The engine wants the bishop on this diagonal and hitting the rook, which we ended doing, didn't we? So we've done it now. Queen check was good. Block was good. He's found this nice tactic, but it was good to take back. And then here, yeah, he's just got the final blunder there, allowing us to take. And just as luck would have it, we've got a follow-up check to win the rook as well. So, a very sharp game for me at my level there, but a good game though, good game, so well played.